Too many reward cards and promotions, like airline miles, hotels, dining, gas rewards, and gift cards, make it difficult to pick the best. And most cashback rewards are small, only 1 to 3%, and it often takes 5 to 30 days to receive rewards. Another problem, sending money overseas is too slow and too expensive. Too many intermediary banks can create unnecessary delays, taking up to 5 days to send money. That's way too long. It costs a 7% fee just to send $500, way too expensive. That's the same amount of money as 7 years of bank account interest, all gone in a single transaction. Roxy solves all these problems. Roxy is a super easy, fast, and cheap way to earn instant cash back for any purchase. And I mean a lot. Like up to 30% cash back, a lot, instantly. Roxy does this by digitizing currency, gift cards, points, and other assets. Send money to anyone, anywhere, in minutes instead of days, and save at least 50%. Tell your friends, earn more money, and save more money. Just visit, download, and sign up today. Roxy. Send money anywhere, faster and cheaper.
Online shopping has never been easier with same-day delivery. Yet sending money can still take up to 5 days, and consumers are tired of paying 7% average fees to send money. Why? The traditional infrastructure for cross-border payments is too old. It's like building a car with no wheels. It's time to change from old, outdated infrastructure and build a new network for interconnected payments. Introducing Roxy. Roxy is a next-generation global payment network that enables banks, cross-border remittance companies, and third-party payment platforms to make instant cross-border remittances. How? Roxy allows its members to be interconnected so their customers can pay each other in real time and save at least 50%. Roxy is also a global CBDC payment network and the backbone of the Internet of Money, connecting payment providers, banks, central banks, and more. Roxy Network members can also make instant low-cost cross-border remittances to their own customers. For example, if a remittance company joins Roxy, every member in the Roxy network can now send and receive money to and from that company's users. Individuals, cross-border e-commerce and remittance companies, import-export companies, foreign exchange brokers, multinational corporations, foreign exchange stores, and banks can all use the Roxy network to make payments. A simple API makes it very easy to access the Roxy payment network with no complex technical development required. No need for pre-funding, which saves significant capital costs. Roxy members also get the best global exchange rate with no exchange rate loss. And Roxy members get the speed and cost benefits of blockchain technology without having to interact with any cryptocurrency. It's completely free with no setup fees and no annual fees. So let's build, share, and grow the value of the Roxy network together. Join Roxy today and move value faster, anytime, anywhere. Roxy, making payments smarter.
Hello， 大家好，欢迎来到 CoinTelegraph 中文 Hub 的直播间，我是 Tracy，CoinTelegraph 中文的 CPDO。那 Hub 呢是一档由 CoinTelegraph 中文发起的线上访谈类栏目，我们主要聚焦区块链和加密货币行业的领袖人物，以及探讨当下行业细分赛道的发展机遇与挑战，以及企业如何突破现状，引领未来。那么，首先呢，在活动开始之前，要感谢对本场直播活动给予大力支持的我们的合作媒体与社区伙伴。那么今天呢，我们非常有幸的是请到了 Roxy 团队。那么其实大家知道，支付行业呢最近是有不少的大事发生，包括最近的一个新闻呢是显示摩根大通计划与淡马锡以及新加坡新展银行共建区块链支付平台。那今天我们请到的这个 Roxy 团队呢，我在 活动开始之前，先跟大家简单介绍一下。Roxy 是下一代全球支付网络的倡导者和领先者。经过持续近2年的努力呢，搭建了完整的支付生态。Roxy 正在与全球各地的可信的合作伙伴，包括央行、银行、支付公司、跨境汇款公司，形成网络共建发展，成为下一代全球支付网络从共识层到应用层完善的基础设施和丰富的生态，从而使各联盟伙伴呢自带应用场景与用户，加速网络效应的形成。那 Roxy 呢是一个基于区块链技术的全球支付网络，为消费者、企业、银行、跨境汇款企业等提供点对点最优的路径支付，可以实现实时低成本的跨区域、跨货币、跨系统的支付。那么 Roxy 的使命呢是 Make Money Smarter， 利用区块链和互联网技术构建下一代全球支付网络这一开放金融基础设施，让支付更简单、更高效。那么我们今天围绕的主题呢，也是 Roxy 全球支付网络的倡导者和领先者及团队亚太见面会。那么我们今天呢，也非常开心的也邀请到了整个Roxy 的这个核心的团队的成员，在这里呢，跟大家介绍一下我们整个介绍我们的 Roxy 的协议、战略、成就以及挑战，并且讨论传统金融的问题和支付解决方案。那欢迎呢我们社区的伙伴积极的参与到我们整个活动的讨论中。OK，让我们呢首先欢迎我们整个 Roxy 团队的成员。Let's welcome for our today's guests all the members from co-members from Roxy team. First of all, let's welcome Hao Han Xu, the Chief Executive Officer from Roxy. Hello, Hao Han.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for having us here, CoinTelegraph.
Thank you. And also Josh Lee, and Chief Business Officer. Hello, Josh.
你好，大家好。Welcome,
and
everyone.
also Jesse Lu, VP of Tech. Hello, Jesse.
Hello. Hi, everybody.
And also Henrik, a Managing Director and BD. Hello, Henrik.
Hello, nice to meet you. Happy to be here.
Hello. And also Wade, Roxy Product Director. Hello, Wade.
Hello, everyone.
And also we have Han Yang, Product Director of RISN, which is Roxe Instant Settlement Network. Hello, Han Yang.
Hello, 大家好。
Let's bring today's topic is a global payment network, Roxy, and also a leadership meetup. Welcome all you on board with us, and I really appreciate your time to participate in CoinTelegraph China Hub. At the beginning, I will share the intro of Roxy. Roxy is an open global payment network. It's blockchain technology-based digital payment infrastructure, empower the banks, payment service providers, and other connected financial institutions to provide real-time, low-cost payment and payment acceptance to their customers from all corners of globe. So the guests will introduce the protocol, their strategy, achievements, and challenges, and discuss the problems on traditional finance and their payment solution. Welcome. So please have a brief self-introduction of each you here. Let's start with Hao Han, CEO of Roxy.
Okay, I'll start. So my name is Hao Han. I'm the founder and CEO of Roxy. I graduated from Columbia Engineering in 2019. Prior to founding Roxy, I was a very active trader in the equity and crypto market, as well as a very close follower of the fintech space. I have founded a few companies during my time at Columbia, and Roxy is one of them.
And Josh.
Hi, everyone. I'm Josh. Yep. Hi, everyone. I'm Josh Lee, and I'm the Chief Business Officer for Roxy, where I lead our go-to-market teams. So previously, before this, I was Chief Operating Officer for Selfie Coin, where I led the team to launch a new stablecoin backed by gold. And before that, I was an executive at Google and Google X, where I held roles across diverse businesses and geographies in North America and in Asia Pacific and Singapore. I graduated from Harvard and also UCLA Business School.
Great. And Jesse?
Hi, everybody. My name is Jesse. the VP of Technology at Roxy. I have experience in internet startups and have a strong passion to using technology to shift people's lives. In recent years, I have been deeply involved in the blockchain field, leading many dev-side tasks of public chain, device, custodian, transaction system, remittance, payments, business tokens, cross-chain bridges, and oracles. I'm very honored to join Roxy and work with the team together. Thank you.
Thank you. And Henrik?
Hello, everyone. I'm very excited to be here. My name is Enrique Teixeira. I joined Roxy and this talented team a few weeks ago. I've been working with strategic relationships at Ripple for the last 4 years. And prior to that, I've worked for Swift, based out of Europe, and a few global financial institutions such as Citibank, Deutsche Bank, American Express, and HSBC for the last 20 years. I've been always involved in payments, liquidity, and in the cash management space. I'm delighted to join Team Roxy and at these exciting times for the global payments industry. And it's an honor to be here. Thank you.
Thank you. And Wade.
Hi, everyone. I'm Wei. I've dedicated myself in payment industry for over 10 years. As you know, there are still many problems and opportunities in cross-border payment industry. I believe that blockchain technology will bring many solutions to these pain points. That's why I joined Roxy team. Now I'm responsible for Roxy infrastructure products. Before entering Roxy, I was a senior payment PM at several tech companies, including Alipay, Ctrip, Didi, Bitmain, Lilac. That's my brief introduction. Thanks.
Thank you. And Han Yang.
Hi, my name is Han Yang, and now I'm in charge of RISN products. I used to work in IBM and EIGPay as a senior consultant over about 14 years in client-facing projects. Since 2012, I began to work in high-value payments industry, involving some banking payment projects. For example, the GBP project in Bank of China, Unified Payment System in Industry and Commercial Bank of China, and the Financial Markets Summit System in Agriculture Bank of China. Okay, that's all.
Thank you all again for your intro. I mean, definitely, I believe Roxy with this awesome team member and with this very professional background. So my first question is for Roxy CEO, Hao Han. I'll start with a question. What inspired you to start Roxy?
Sure. So I started Roxy because I noticed there's like a stark contrast between the progression of our payment system to the other systems in our lives, right? So like the messaging and logistics systems. So in the early 2000s, we're able to quickly transition from paper letters to emails to like instant messages. And in the last 10 years, it went from having to go to stores to be able to have most of the merchandise we see online delivered to us in 2 days or less. However, our payment system seems to have changed very little in comparison. So one of the things I remember about my international student friends in college was that there was always some inconvenience when receiving money from family overseas. So it always took 3 to 5 days and up to like 7% cost for their families to send money here, and just as long for their family to receive money. Right. So like another thing I noticed was how most of the stores and restaurants around Columbia campus strongly preferred cash over credit card. And I learned from research and merchants themselves that they have to pay up to 3% fee per transaction, and that they will receive the money only 2 days later. So that's why cash is always strongly preferred. So it was very shocking for me how efficient our payment systems are in reality. And it just felt like this kind of inefficiency didn't really fit in the era we lived in. Yeah, I later learned that our global system is kind of like a system that's pieced together from multiple individual systems that are not really designed to be compatible with each other. So there's over 100 fiat currencies in the world, each with their own clearing settlement system. And the clearing settlement system for each fiat currencies are also very outdated. So some haven't even changed. Some haven't changed for decades. Altogether, kind of creating this fragmented and outdated global system that causes most of the friction and inefficiency. In addition, credit card payments to merchants needs to get processed by up to 6 centralized institutions in order to get to the merchant. So these outdated technologies and methods and the way system is built centralizes a lot of decision-making power and profits to the very few financial institutions, creating a very authoritarian financial system that kind of dictates many aspects of our lives. Yeah, so in 2019, I just wanted to create a payment network and restructure the way our payment system worked from the ground up and contribute a small part in decentralized finance. Yeah.
So interesting. So like that was before you had some problems. You see that there's pains around your school, right? So you want to solve simply just want to solve those pains.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like interesting. So so what's Roxy trying to achieve in the future? So as we just said.
There's a number of things. So let's start with so we want to make payments fast and cheap for everyone, and we want to align our values with inclusive finance and create a new global payment network that can allow cheap and fast peer-to-peer payments between individuals, businesses, banks, payment processors, and international remittance companies even. So we also want to incorporate a lot of the DeFi elements into Roxy and offer our users more value. For example, like a Roxy Earn feature that can achieve up to 10% APY. So yeah, for people who had a lot of interactions with DeFi, they will know that it makes no sense to save money in the bank anymore in terms of returns. So the interest paid out by the banks on saving accounts are less than 0.3%, right? But banks are giving out loans at like 4% interest. So if banks were to go bankrupt, users also only are entitled up to 250K compensation from FDIC insurance. And so like all of this seems very unfair. So at Roxy, we kind of hope to make money smarter and distribute the centralized financial power to the people and make finance more open and more equal for everyone.
So how do you see the Roxy can change the current payment system? We know like lots of since the Bitcoin price goes to all-time high, and lots of the giants also willing to rush into this payment system, right? So how you think Roxy can change this current situation?
Yeah, that's a good question. So we want to use blockchain technology to enable payments to be converted from an account-based model to like a digital token model. So like enabling peer-to-peer and instant payments, and just a more open payment network in general. And we want to realize real-time and near-free remittance, as well as a real-time cashback on purchase payments. So we do not want to patch into the current existing financial system, and we want to restructure it completely. But at the same time, we want to be compatible with how the current system works, and so financial institutions can integrate with them easily. So like today, Roxy, financial institutions can integrate into our network very smoothly using just API. And I want to use Roxy network to connect to the global payment system to work seamlessly and bring benefits to all parts of the world, especially for those who are unbanked.
Thank you very much, Jorge. I believe our audiences know exactly what Roxy does now. So from the payment solutions, we want to know more about it. So Josh, I would like to to welcome you again. So could you please tell us, so what's Roxy's competitive advantage compared with other payment solutions? Josh.
Yeah, thank you, Tracy. So yeah, as I mentioned, some of the key ones, which is fast and cheap. So, we think the top three of our competitive advantages compared to Ripple, which is really our main alternative payment solution. The first one is faster. So we have faster throughput speed. Roxy can process up to 3,800 transactions per second, while Ripple, according to our understanding, process about 1,500 transactions per second. So we're more than twice the speed. Roxy creates a block every half of a second, while Ripple creates a block every 3 to 5 seconds. So just on pure speed, we think that this is one of our key strengths. This is super fast. The second competitive advantage is lower cost. As Hao Han said, we really designed the whole network to just be a low-cost alternative for our partners and consumers. So we do not charge our remittance partners a setup fee, nor do we charge them an annual maintenance fee, which is something that we believe Ripple does. We charge a low flat fee for outbound payments. So for example, somebody sending outbound from the United States, we charge a flat fee of $1.50 to send outbound to the United States. And if they are sending it to another country, we have a very small FX fee, which is 8 to 30 basis points. Okay, so much lower fees. And we offer this at a wholesale FX rate. So we're letting basically consumers and partners get the global best wholesale rates, at almost all the time. And so as a result, when we do our calculations, somebody who's sending $500 US to most countries, the fee as a percentage of the send amount is usually less than 1%, right? Where the global average is something like about 6.8%. So again, on cost, we are really designing the network to be super low cost for everybody involved. And finally, the third really competitive advantage is that there's really no foreign exchange loss, right? Ripple uses XRP as a single native currency, which means that XRP is volatile, and as a result, that sometimes the remittance costs are uncertain, and the remittance banks and users are at a risk of exchange loss. For us, our Roxy network is really backed by the Roxy token, which is backed one-to-one by underlying fiat sitting in the bank. So there's really no FX loss whatsoever. So we think, yeah, those are the three main things: faster throughput speeds, lower cost, and no foreign exchange loss are our top three competitive advantages.
This can make Roxy a very attractive payment solution for me. I mean, after hearing what you just mentioned. So what are some of the business partners that Roxy are now in talking with, for business, from business side?
Yeah. So as of today, we've signed 14 partners all over the world, including partners in North America, Europe, Africa, and Asia. And we're very close to signing several partners in Latin and South America as well. The partners include many service bureau partners, such as ECS Fin, that will include Roxy functionality in their core banking application that they offer to 200 plus banks globally. Right? And so that's an example where these are partners who historically have been Swift service bureau partners, and we've signed some of them to be our partners as well, offering that capability. Right? Then we also signed directly with remittance partners. So a company like N2 Express, they basically have a business sending remittances from Canada and the United States to many countries in Africa and Asia. So we partnered directly with them as well. And then we've signed a lot more that we've been announcing, over the last weeks and months. So in addition to that, we're also in conversation with several banks from around the world, as we recently announced that we're offering a free CBDC platform to central banks of developing countries. Now, we really want to offer this as a way to help them launch a CBDC and based on the Roxy platform, and we're not charging them any setup costs, any maintenance costs. And so we think that this is really going to help them, improve their economic growth and also drive financial inclusion for their citizens and really help the economies to grow. So we're really excited and proud for working on this initiative.
Can you tell us, some country that you're talking with, if it's possible?
Yeah, unfortunately, we're still at the negotiation stage. So until we get the green light into these countries yet.
Wow, CBDC is a big thing. Wow, if Roxy can somehow have some cooperation with them or help them to do this, awesome. That would be awesome. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
And I mean, that definitely is a great team are doing great thing in the blockchain and even payment solutions for payment solutions. But how do you implement it? So for this question, I really would like to bring up Jesse. Would like to ask if you can give us a brief review on how the tech behind Roxy works. This is also very important to us to know, right, Jesse?
Yeah, sure thing. Roxy's basic layer is a semi-open hybrid chain, Roxy chain. All assets are mapping to Roxy chain to ISS, cross-chain gateway of a settlement node. The mapping function covers Bitcoin network, Ethereum network, banking network, securities network, and the gift card network. We also support physical assets on-chain service. Roxy chain runs a number of different smart contracts like swap, staking, lending, and other related DeFi applications for various assets. For the global remittance and payment business, we integrate the underlying service and provide RTS API service to achieve the flow of assets crossing a network and countries. Through auto exchange and smart routing. For the bank, we also provide seamless remittance message network for easier connection.
All right, thank you. So what are some of the possible challenges in building payment solution? Like Roxy, this question I would like also have you, Jesse, and also have Haohan's opinions on this.
Yeah, sure. Jesse and I spoke previously on this. So there's a couple. The first things are speed and timeliness. So we've done a lot of work to optimize chain performance, contracts, and all API service layers. So currently, Roxy chain confirms a block every half a second. So in other words, a transaction can be confirmed as fast as half a second. And it can support at least 2,800 transactions per second, which is 240 million transactions per day. The daily transaction amount for traditional payment, it's up to about 20 million transactions. So the power will be sufficient for the current Roxy network. We also have patented some of the related tech we use on the Roxy chain. The second challenge would be to deal with assets cross-chain, cross-network, and cross-country. So we seek distributed, what we call settlement nodes. So these are like trust companies and banks in different local markets. So like we do this to process fiat deposits and custody and to better serve asset intercompatibility better. So for some of the mainstream digital currencies, we will provide decentralized cross-chain solutions and have it as an additional option for people with different preferences. Yeah, and the third challenge is security. So there are many mandatory security requirements for all nodes or part of the Roxe Instant Settlement Network. The details in the guide for the Roxy protocols. For settlement nodes, we provide the relevant security SDK to help integrate with Roxy and other blockchain networks. Meanwhile, all desensitized depository information will and must be disclosed in real time for public supervision. The settlement nodes will also need to pass monthly financial audits and annual security audits. All nodes are regulated by local laws, supervised by other nodes, Roxy, and third-party auditors. Sorry. The last and the biggest challenge is actually privacy. So we know that all information on chain is public. So there might be a way that someone can conduct a large-scale data analysis to uncover correlation between transactions and accounts in a malicious way. So therefore, when we built the Roxy network, we considered using virtual identity, zero knowledge certificate, and a central trading pool, and multi-signature and other methodologies to cut out the connection between accounts, funds, transactions, to provide privacy protection for our customers. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Haohan, again, and also thank you, Jesse, for your previous answers. I believe that Roxy will help the industry to break through the challenges. And now, also, it's time to know more about your team members. So, Henrik, so we know you had an experience at Ripple, right? It's just mentioned. So, how would your experience in Ripple can benefit the business development of Roxy? Henrik.
Sure, thanks, Tracy. So I was definitely lucky to have joined projects in the early days. So as you just mentioned, when I joined Ripple about 4 years ago from Swift, we didn't have any active customers, and the first version of the product was still under a pilot phase. So it was really a very humble experience to join a startup and work on building a strong base for long-term success and identifying a market fit and developing a solution that can transform the industry, right? So I really can't wait to collaborate with my new colleagues here, with our partners and customers that we are signing up, as Josh just mentioned. And it's going to be a very, exciting adventure that I will have the opportunity to work with the team. So previously, I have worked in Europe for several years, also in Asia, based out of Singapore, and also in South America, managing strategic relationships for several years, and working very close to the customers and partners around the world. I had the opportunity to understand their main pain points and what a new network needs to deliver in order to help them overcome those hurdles and address their issues. So that's I'm very excited to have joined the Roxy team and with what we are building here.
Great. So how's Roxy going to connect with the traditional finance from your point of view?
Sure. So that's a great question. So I believe Roxy will become a very strategic network for the financial institutions, for payment providers, for banks and central banks around the world. So the solution can be combined with the actual infrastructure that is already available in the market, and the flexibility to connect with multiple partners through one single channel will definitely reduce the cost of capital and improve the efficiency, making the cross-border payments faster and cheaper to be processed, right? So the financial institutions that joins the Roxy network, they will have a plug-and-play product to expand their reach and possibly choose different liquidity models that would better suit their needs. So as Josh and Haohan was mentioning before, the financial institutions will have access to very competitive pricing and great FX rates to anywhere in the world, right? So as a real life example, we could imagine a financial institution that is used to work with multiple intermediaries to send a payment from one country to another. And today they might be paying a high fee and a large FX spread to make those transactions to be processed. And if they join the Roxy network, they can connect directly with the counterparty at the end of the beneficiary country, and they can deliver to their customers a faster and cheaper cross-border payments experience with the benefits of the blockchain technology that was just already mentioned by Jesse. So On the technical side, I also believe Roxy Chain will bring a lot of value because we work already with the ISO 20022 standards, and we offer very easy APIs for the financial institutions to integrate with, where the implementation can be very fast and reliable, saving a lot of time and resources from our partners, delivering a seamless integration and smooth experience from all of Roxy's customers. So thanks, Tracy.
Thank you, Henrik, for your sharing. Here, then we have Thomas here. I know you are from traditional finance, right? So my first question is, why did you move from traditional finance into blockchain and fintech?
Thanks, Tracy. Pleasure to meet you, and thank you all very much for your time today. Well, I joined Roxy in 2020, and can honestly say it's proven to be the best career decision for me. I've been able to leverage over 20 years in the traditional financial services industry and actually use it every day to help shape the future of the instant payment space. Having worked for several traditional banks and industry utilities like SWIFT, the DTCC, and some large financial service vendors, I've seen firsthand how slow and inefficient the legacy systems really are. So as a result, I can really appreciate the innovative, cutting-edge technology Roxy offers to the payment industry. Roxy's technology is actually revolutionizing how the payment transactions are made. And we're showing the industry and our customers that there's a more efficient and cost-effective way of doing business. You no longer have to wait long periods of time or spend a lot of money up front just to get access to the technology to send and receive payments. But instead, with Roxy, our customers spend a fraction of what it takes to send and receive payments as compared to other legacy incumbents. And kind of repeating what I mentioned a moment ago, we're actually, in my view, we're witnessing a revolution in the payments industry, and Roxy is leading the way with an inexpensive and lightning fast blockchain payment platform. To me, the timing is right. The industry needs what Roxy has to offer. And in the end, my role at the company serves as a unique opportunity for me to make an informed contribution to our company and the industry as we aim to transform the future of how payments are made.
Great. I mean, combined with your traditional finance experiences, why would the Roxy innovation be important to traditional finance? I also would like to have your voice on this.
Sure, no, excellent question. Really, at the end of the day, our customers can leapfrog the inefficiencies that have plagued the traditional financial services industry. Instead of managing payment instructions, foreign exchange, and cash positions separately as they do today, Roxy breaks down those barriers and helps our customers to be more efficient and make more immediate use of their funds. This in turn really helps enable them to make better business decisions and improve their bottom line at the end of the day. Many of the partners that I've signed recently have actually come to us in search of a more efficient and cost-effective way to send funds from places like Latin America and sending it from Latin America to the United States or from Asia Pacific to either Europe or the US. Our customers can no longer tolerate the high cost or time consuming methods that they use and can clearly see the distinction that Roxy makes in providing a more transparent and real-time payment solution that has the industry that the industry has been crying out for. So for example, if I had to use an example, one of our partners it was ECS Fin. So when I first shared the idea behind Roxy to the CEO, a gentleman by the name of Jacob Aruldas, he quickly understood how innovative Roxy is and how it can revolutionize the traditional financial services industry. He actually chose to engage with Roxy in our network in the payments platform, as it provides a tremendous value to the bank customers for both domestic and cross-border payments, and actually allows ECS Fin to quickly and seamlessly expand into the crypto markets. So in the end, by virtue of connecting to our API, all of our partners have enhanced their own platform and product offering. It helps them to retain and attract new business and keep their underlying customers happy at the same time.
Thank you, Thomas. Can't wait to see how Roxy refreshes the system. I mean, traditional finance. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right. So sorry for letting Han and waiting for so long. Well, we definitely also want to know your vision at Roxy as product directors. So Wade, I have a question for you. So what's the infrastructure and the products of Roxy look like? Can you give us a map on that?
Sure. Thanks, Tracy. Roxy is a very elegant remittance project I've met. We are building a settlement infrastructure running with blockchain technology. The Roxy have 4 layers. To make it easier for everyone to understand, I have a slide to share. As we can see from the graph, the basic layer is a consensus layer. Roxy chain is a hybrid blockchain with around 2,800 transactions per second. It's designed to achieve on-chain record within a second. The chain is built with a synchronous EFT and deposit consensus. Layer 2 is for liquidity. It's responsible for solving liquidity issues using DeFi contracts, such as payment protocol, earn protocol, credit protocol, and swap protocol. Both consensus layer and the liquidity layer are decentralized. The third layer is service layer that contains centralized services such as fiat on-ramp and off-ramp, user account, big data, risk control, and KYC and AML. These functional clusters can provide various commercial products and can also empower Roxy ecosystem partner. The top layer is the application layer. Now, we focus on 2 products. Roxe Pay is a mobile app for retail users. Roxe Instant Settlement Network benefits business clients. Our Roxe Pay is scheduled to launch in a couple of weeks. It comes with many attractive functions: wallet, remittance, payout, currency exchange, cashback, and social shopping. Users can complete peer-to-peer transfers and smart payments globally anytime and anywhere. Roxy accounts accept multiple kinds of assets: fiat, gift card, coupon, stock, crypto, etc. We address a pain point that selecting payment methods used to be inefficient and disordered. A set of algorithms help users pick up the most right way for payout, make money smarter. I'll stop here. Thanks.
Thank you, Wade. So Han, I also have a question for you. So how does RISN, as we just mentioned the previous, which is Roxe Instant Settlement Network, how it works and what can it bring to connecting traditional finance and cryptocurrency? Han.
Hi, Tracy. Like I mentioned above, I was working in traditional payment industry before, and this experience triggered my deeper interest of developing payment channels and relevant innovations. I personally love blockchain technologies, which is a new method to shipping both infrastructures and applications. So I joined the Roxy team and lead the RISN, our Roxe Instant Settlement Network project. It aims to provide a blockchain-based payment settlement network, integrating with traditional payment message systems and deploying blockchain technology to support cross-border payment business. Our solution fits diversified customers, central banks, remittance companies, payment service providers, and the digital exchanges. We offer standard RISN products and also offer special offerings such as RISN CBDC solution. RISN mainly have 5 interactive components: RMN, Roxy Message Network, RTS, Roxy Transaction System, RPP, Roxy Payment Protocol, RSS, Roxy Settlement Service, and Roxy Blockchain. RMN is a message switch system based on ISO 20022, which provides friendly integration methods for financial institutions. This standard has been used for decades. RTS is our centralized payment system offering payment processing functions in general. This designs for duplicate check, anti-money laundering, combating financing terrorists, routing and posting. RPP is a group of auto-executed swap contracts, enabling everyone to participate in the currency exchange market in a fair and profitable manner. It makes professional trade to be popularized and gathers retail funds to leverage wholesale payment settlement business. This protocol is deployed on blockchain in a decentralized way. RIS is a core function of settlement on blockchain, bridging both cryptos intra-transactions and fiat crypto conversions. It is a gateway connecting real and crypto assets. And finally, Roxy chain provides underlying blockchain functions. All Roxy ecosystems run on it. In my view, RISN naturally is one of the best choices to serve CBDC through Roxy customized APIs. This B2B clearing and settlement network definitely shows a strong, unique, and competitive power in the worldwide payment market. Okay.
Thank you very much, Han. And all right, I think this is a short for today's Q&A session. Thank you guys for your sharing here. And I think our audiences already know more about the Roxy. At the end, but not the least, we want to have Haohan again to give a general introduction of Roxy and let us know more about your team. Haohan.
Yeah, sure. So I'll talk about the vision and the roadmap we have for Roxy here. So I'll talk about the vision first. So at Roxy, we want to build a next generation global payment network. For individual users, assets will be held in their own wallets, and they will be able to access banking services at their fingertips, being able to remit, pay, lend, and earn. For financial institutions, joining the network would give them the ability to perform highly efficient remittance and payment, allowing them to connect with other financial institutions and global users seamlessly. So for roadmaps, Roxe Instant Settlement Network has 3 sub-networks, as some of you may know. They're a global payment clearing settlement network, digital asset clearing settlement network, and digital security clearing and settlement network. So currently, our payment clearing settlement network is already servicing over a dozen international remittance companies and banks, and we anticipate this to push this number to over 100. For Q3 this year, we will open a digital asset clearing settlement network and realize cross-exchange and cross-wallet, real-time fiat and crypto transfer services. And Q1 of 2022, we want to open digital security clearing and settlement network. Another piece of exciting news is that the retail-facing Roxy Pay will open up this June. So there are a lot of amazing features in it. Users can send money between one another regardless of borders. Users can receive real-time cashback during purchases, while merchants can receive funds in real time. Q3 Roxy Pay will have real-time cashback for larger payments as well and support multi-asset payment. In Q4, we'll go live Roxy Earn, which can reach up to 10% APY, as I mentioned previously. And Q1 2022, we will have e-credit cards and lending available. So there's a lot of things that need to be done, but the reality can be hard sometimes. We'll definitely face a lot of challenges ahead, but we're prepared to take them on. Yeah.
Thank you, Haohan. Thank you for being here again with your team and had this conversation with us. and hope we can have another conversation to talk about your development and achievements soon. As you just mentioned, your roadmap. I'm very excited to know more about how Roxy will develop later on. And thanks everyone for watching this video again. And so let's stop here. Hard to say goodbye, but hope to talk with you guys soon another time. All right. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Too many reward cards and promotions, like airline miles, hotels, dining, gas rewards, and gift cards, make it difficult to pick the best. And most cashback rewards are small, only 1 to 3%, and it often takes 5 to 30 days to receive rewards. Another problem, sending money overseas is too slow and too expensive. Too many intermediary banks can create unnecessary delays, taking up to 5 days to send money. That's way too long. It costs a 7% fee just to send $500. Way too expensive. That's the same amount of money as 7 years of bank account interest, all gone in a single transaction. Roxy solves all these problems. Roxy is a super easy, fast, and cheap way to earn instant cash back for any purchase. And I mean a lot. Like up to 30% cash back, a lot, instantly. Roxy does this by digitizing currency, gift cards, points, and other assets. Send money to anyone, anywhere, in minutes instead of days, and save at least 50%. Tell your friends, earn more money, and save more money. Just visit, download, and sign up today. Roxy. Send money anywhere, faster and cheaper.
Online shopping has never been easier with same-day delivery. Yet sending money can still take up to 5 days, and consumers are tired of paying 7% average fees to send money. Why? The traditional infrastructure for cross-border payments is too old. It's like building a car with no wheels. It's time to change from old, outdated infrastructure and build a new network for interconnected payments. Introducing Roxy. Roxy is a next-generation global payment network that enables banks, cross-border remittance companies, and third-party payment platforms to make instant cross-border remittances. How? Roxy allows its members to be interconnected so their customers can pay each other in real time and save at least 50%. Roxy is also a global CBDC payment network and the backbone of the Internet of Money, connecting payment providers, banks, central banks, and more. Roxy Network members can also make instant low-cost cross-border remittances to their own customers. For example, if a remittance company joins Roxy, every member in the Roxy network can now send and receive money to and from that company's users. Individuals, cross-border e-commerce and remittance companies, import-export companies, foreign exchange brokers, multinational corporations, foreign exchange stores, and banks can all use the Roxy network to make payments. A simple API makes it very easy to access the Roxy payment network with no complex technical development required. No need for pre-funding, which saves significant capital costs. Roxy members also get the best global exchange rate with no exchange rate loss. And Roxy members get the speed and cost benefits of blockchain technology without having to interact with any cryptocurrency. It's completely free with no setup fees and no annual fees. So let's build, share, and grow the value of the Roxy network together. Join Roxy today and move value faster, anytime, anywhere. Roxy, making payments smarter.